Hey guys, so today we're going to show you how to divide a room. This is a really simple room divider. So I'm going to show you how to put this together, but we've actually had this room divider up for over a year now. And we have a 4-year-old who pulls on it. The 10-year-old's great, but our daughter definitely yanks on it, pulls on it, rips it back and forth. So everything that we've used to put this up, the hardware-wise, it's really stable. The wire's 370 pounds, the wall anchors are 100 pounds each. So I've never had to redo it, and it's been excellent quality. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Let's put this thing up. I'll show you everything we need to put it together. Then I'm going to show you exactly how to assemble it and put it up. So you will need the steel wire, 2 eye bolts, 2 T anchors, the 1 T-bolt knuckle, and these 2 steel wire crimps. And that's all you're going to need to assemble this besides the curtains. If you order everything I've linked in the description below, you'll be able to build at least a 24-foot room divider. That's the length of the wire. The really nice thing about this room divider that we're going to build here right now is we're going to divide this room in half, but we're going to still have this fan here. I'm going to divide it right down the middle. Okay, so what you do to put the wall anchor in, you could probably make a smaller hole than I did there, like I did over here. You don't have to make the hole that big. So you can make it nice and small like this guy. So you just put a hole in the wall, put the eyelet through, and that's your anchor, and then you start putting it together. So as far as putting it through the wall using these eye bolts and these T anchors, what you'll do is you just screw it into the side that folds in. So you'll screw it in that way. Now this is kind of why you want to order the exact things that I've linked below, because this is a 1/4 inch and this is a 1/4 inch. And they're both threaded, so they'll both thread right into each other just like that. And then you put your hole in the wall, squeeze it, and put this through the hole in the wall, and it'll do that. And then you have your anchor. Order what I have below and nothing will happen. Like, it won't fall on the wall and you won't lose it. I've done this a few times, so learn from my mistakes and just order what I have in the description below, because before I pushed on this one once and it just fell right in. So learn from my frustration, just order what I've got. After you put the holes in the wall, hopefully smaller than mine, you put your eye bolt and anchor in, and you've got that nice and secured. You're going to want to cut your steel cable to length. Measure your steel rope a foot further than you need, because you need it to wrap around and crimp on each end, and then you can always just cut off any extra pieces. The first thing you're going to want to do after you get your eye bolts hung up and your anchors in is you're going to want to assemble this part on one side of your steel cable that you've measured and cut. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. You'll have your anchor in your wall. So all the adjuster does is it actually just loops right through there, just like that on one side. And you get one of your wire nuts and put it together. Just run it through one side first, then through the eyelet, and then back around, back through. And there you go, and then you just tighten it down. And that's it. So after you have your one side assembled, this is your adjustable side. This is going to be the side that you can make the tension on. We're going to take the other side that doesn't have anything on it, and we're going to take one of these wire bolt crimper things here. We're going to go to our eyelet over here. Okay, so these little wire crimpers are really easy to use. You just put it through one side, through the eye bolt, just like that, and then you put that through there, and then you tighten it down, and that crimps your bolt down. And you really just crank this thing down. And that's all you got to do to get that on there. With some pliers, not your fingers. Alright, so we got this one side attached to that anchor, how we just showed you. Now, when you've assembled this side, if you get up here and it's way too long, just adjust your piece right here and just pull it down until you get to the right length. So that one fits, because I've obviously made this before, but that's the whole point of everything here. This is adjustable, and this is adjustable. So you got about an inch of adjustment there, and you really want to tension this up. So now all I got to do is put the curtains on it first and then tighten it back up. So one last thing I want to mention, when you are measuring your last bit, you've got everything connected, hooked up, and you're ready to make sure that you're putting it together. When you go to measure over here, because you got that foot extra over here, right? Make sure you open this up and then you get it close. Don't get it close with this closed, because then you won't be able to tighten it anymore. So when you make sure the measurement here is close, make sure this gap's open, then adjust it right here. That way when you put it on there, you have all this room that you can tighten that. That's how much you're going to tighten it up. And so what you want to do is you want to make sure you get them all aligned like they are right now, and then just thread your thing right on through it, right? Just like that, and then come up to the other side here. There we go. I have to get it on there so you can see it goes right below the fan, but it's hanging down a little bit. It's really droopy. That's what this whole thing over here is for. Then you just kind of tighten it together. And that's just adjusting it just like literally a quarter of an inch or half inch. And they're like super tight now. That's pretty good. I'm gonna make it a little bit tighter, but that's it. Now if you want to, you can obviously somehow attach this to this eyelet over here so you can't pull it off of there. You could actually block off this whole room if you wanted to. You just get like an eyelet and hang it here, and then you could just go that way with the steel wire, and then you could just do whatever kind of shape you wanted. So, you know, order the package I've got, but if you want to, you can order just literally just one of those things like a plant thing. You screw it in and anchor it down, and you can just turn it that way, and it would work perfect. This is just kind of like to give you guys the idea of how to, if you're thinking about dividing a room, this is how we do it whenever we need to. We've done it twice now. I will probably do it again for some reason. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe, click that like button. You know, let us know in the comments below if you have any ideas for any other DIY videos you'd like to see. And thanks for stopping by.